Good morning. Brooke here with our Hillside Homestead, and today I wanted to talk to you about our family meetings, our point system, our disciplinary contract, and our hangout contract. Hey Ella.
Hi.
Okay, so let's start off with family meetings. We have family meetings once a month. Sometimes we have them more if needed, and I'd really like to have them twice a month at least, but once a month is okay. Jeremy and I will print out a summary of topics, pass it out to the kids. They all have pencils and they take notes next to their summary of topics. And we have discussions about new things we're implementing, things that we've seen that have changed for the good, things that we see that need to be changed for the better. And then the kids have some free space to tell us, hey, I've been having these issues. How can we make them better? I'll tell them, let me do some research. I'll take my own little notes and see what I can do to make the household run better. And then at the end, we quiz everybody. Everybody gets a little quiz. We'll ask questions. We may point somebody out directly. Ella, tell us something that was said under such and such topic, and she'll give us an answer. Or the kids may raise their hand and what was most beneficial to you. They'll raise their hand and say, this was most beneficial to me. And then the meeting's over, and then we'll take some time, if we needed to do some research to make the household run better, and do that research. And that's when we may have another family meeting the next week and say, okay, this was addressed in the first meeting. We did some research and we're going to implement this into the household now. Okay, so that brings me to our point system. We've tried a point system in the past with charts and different things. The kids were younger, and nothing's really worked that we liked, that was just a good flow. So we found this. I got this idea from another YouTuber, a farmhouse full. She has a blog, a YouTube, and an Instagram, and on her blog you can print out her point system. It's a 1-point blue ribbon system, and she has a printable for you. I went ahead and I made my own. So here's an example. Here's a 1-star point.
And that's mine.
And that's Ella's, and I'm going to put it in her notebook here in just a minute. I also have a 5-point star, which is for something that's just a little more than 1 point, or maybe they helped me with several things that day, so they earned a total of 5, and I can just use the one sheet. I also have things in here like immediate hot chocolate, or an immediate 20 extra minutes of electronic time, and things like that. But that's something huge, like they worked as a team and surprised me, and I came home and the whole house was clean and there was a lot of teamwork and no fighting going on. I'm gonna hook them up for that, because you know what, when you've got 4 little ones ranging from 6 to 16 years old and they come together with teamwork, they deserve something. Okay, points can be taken away. Language has been real loose in our house for the last couple of weeks, and so if I hear a bad word, I'm taking a point from you. There's no warning. You're getting a point taken, okay? And this is just going to help them remember, oh, I wanted to earn such and such. I really need to be careful, okay? So it's to help them, With our point system, I have a point chart, and I really like this because they know what they can earn. Just some examples are 2 points can get them 8 chocolate chips. 4 points, 12 chocolate chips for the entire family, so they can stop in the middle of class and say, you know what, Mom, I have 4 points. I'd like to get myself and my brothers 12 chocolate chips that they can munch on during class. Okay, 8 points, you can get dismissed from my class 5 minutes early, or you can stop in the middle of class, grab the joke book, and tell us a quick joke, and that will cost you 8 points. 12 points can get you 10 extra minutes of electronic time. 15 points an IOU for an incorrect answer. 20 points a family movie night, your pick of a movie. 30 points a pizza party or Chino's. Chino's is a restaurant that we like down in Phoenix. And then 40 points is a movie date with Mom or Dad, or possibly both of us. If my sister can come over and watch the other kids, we can both take the child on the date. Hi, thank you.
And we all have to the kids all have their own envelope.
Yeah, let's get
with
to
their
that.
points.
So the kids have their envelopes with their points in them. Ella, go ahead and put your point in there. I keep the envelopes in our file folder that has the chill slips and disciplinary action contracts, because let's be real, there's 4 kids in the house. Sometimes they're going to want to tamper with their own. They're going to want to tamper with their siblings, and it's best that I keep that under lock and key in my room. When I tell them they have points, they can write it down and keep track of what they have, or they can ask me at any time to go look in their point envelope, and we can count them out just so they know what they have, okay? Right now, Gage was such a sweetheart this morning. He said, how does egg salad sandwiches sound for lunch? I said, that sounds amazing. He said, okay, well, I'm going to hard-boil eggs. I'm going to make the egg salad. And I think he actually decided to make it for breakfast instead, which is just fine with me. I will have a nice egg salad sandwich for breakfast. But you know what? That took some weight off my shoulders this morning because I had a lot that I needed to get done. And so Gage earned 2 points for that. And I've already given him those 2 points. That was really sweet of him to do for me. So that's a little bit of our point system. Oh! Sorry about that. So as you heard, electronic time. During the school year, they get 1 hour of electronic time, and that is Sunday through Wednesday. Okay, our weekends start Thursday afternoon, Friday, and Saturday. I don't care how late the kids stay up on the weekends. They don't have a bedtime for the weekends. But I do care that all electronics are put away by 10:30 on the weekend. So if you want to stay up, you're playing cards with your siblings, you're reading a book, and you're doing something quietly that doesn't involve looking at a screen. Okay? Can you hand me that book, please? Thank you. So, a great example of our disciplinary contract was pretty recent, okay? These get written up as they go. Now, I don't do a disciplinary contract unless the punishment is longer than 24 hours, okay? Now, such child was up past 10:30, it was midnight, and they were on an electronic, and they were asked to put it away. Had that child said, oh my goodness, time passed me by, I'm sorry, I didn't realize, let me put it away and go to bed, we would have been okay. I might have taken a point or 2, but they wouldn't have gotten a contract. Now, that's not how it happened. A fit was thrown. It was got some disrespect to the parents in the home, so the child got a contract. So, disciplinary contract for date of July 24th, 2017. Blank child, due to your disrespect to an adult parent in the home around 12 a.m. on such and such date, the following actions were taken. The loss of your laptop until Wednesday, July 26th. If you continue to show respect to all in the house, you can earn this privilege back on set date. Remember, even on weekends and summer break, electronic time ends at 10:30. You were out of bounds by being up at midnight, and your response to the adult that asked you to put it away. Okay? The loss of your tablet until noon on Tuesday, July 25th, and the same thing, just a reminder of what time electronic time ends. And when you're asked by an adult to put it away, okay, I apologize, I'm heading to bed, okay? There are always consequences for behavior choices and rule breaking. This contract will be void and rewritten to extend the consequence. Good morning, hon. Date of blank person chooses to continue the behavior that got him into this contract. Please remember you are always loved in our home, and this is to guide you to a positive future. This isn't to be mean and pick on you. It's to guide you and to help you remember your boundaries. We like to try to make sure the punishment matches the crime. So in this case, child was up past their time on electronics, so electronics is what was taken away. Sometimes it's really hard to match a punishment with a crime, especially if it's like mouthing back or lying or something along those lines. So Dr. Nelson, I work with Dr. Nelson. I've worked with him for about 8.5 years now, and when I need some good parenting advice, I like to go to his wife, Judy. And Judy gave me this great idea, and she said, have them write essays. So sometimes, let's say someone lied to me. I don't appreciate that. You're going to write me an essay, and it's due this date by this time. And until that due date, you're not going to be on electronics because I need you to focus on your essay. Look up the definition of a lie. Write it down. Tell me how you feel when you lie. Tell me how you feel when you get caught lying. tell me what you could have done differently. And then they present this essay to me. They have to read it out loud to me. Yes.
I cleaned up the rest of the house for you.
Thank you. Let me finish up here, okay? And then they have to read it out loud to me because sometimes it doesn't actually, their words don't actually hit them until they read it out loud to the person that maybe they lied to. And so maybe if that person was another sibling, they'll read it out loud to me and that sibling, okay? And that is just some great advice. And those are actually, they kind of end up funny because sometimes you get the, I don't like my mom, she's making me write this essay, here we go. And then they get into it. And what's funny is when they read that out loud to me, sometimes the tears start because they've realized what they wrote and then they've realized what they've learned from that later on in the essay. So essays are also really good if you're having a hard time, because let's say they're on the Xbox past their time. We don't have a TV, we don't have an Xbox, but let's just say they're on their Xbox past their 15 minutes. You told them they had it. They told you, yes mom, I know that after 15 minutes I'm not supposed to be on it anymore. You don't want to ground them from a birthday party next week for that, because that birthday party has nothing to do with the Xbox. When you tell them they have 15 minutes, is here's your timer, here's your 15 minutes, yes mom, I know that, and then they repeat to you, mom, I understand that if I'm on it past my 15 minutes, you're going to take the Xbox away from me for 48 hours, okay? That's an example of punishment matching the crime, and like I was saying, sometimes that's hard to do, so when that's hard to do, make them write an essay for you. And then next are our hangout slips. Okay, I keep these hung up by my whiteboard. And let me tell you, my dear friend Rachel from Guns, Goats, and Glory, she has a YouTube, she's getting started, and an Instagram account. She's a homeschool mom. She has 6 kids. Her oldest 3 are adults now, and then her younger 3 range from age 5 to 11. So, another woman that I love to get parenting advice from, okay? Because she's been through it all already. So, 4. Oh, yeah, Stormy's 4, not 5. It's 4 through 11. Thank you, Gage. Okay, here we go. So, Rachel's great idea. We put it into our own. This is a contract for my teenager and future teenagers when they want to go do something. Because a lot of times we get he said, she said, wait, let's stop. Back to the disciplinary contract, that just reminded me, that is not just for our benefit. Yes, it gets confusing when you have so many kids and you're telling them you get the laptop taken away for this day or this and this and that, and you get confused who you told what. But mainly, Malia gave me that idea because she got her phone taken away, and a week went by and she's like, hey, do you know when Dad's giving me back my phone? Like, we never discussed it. He hasn't said anything. I don't want to ask him. So it's not just for our benefit, but it's for the child's benefit too. They have a right to know when they're getting that item back. And it just makes everything easier for everyone. So I just wanted to hit back on that real quick. So back to this chill slip because I'm running out of time. I wanted to make this less than 15 minutes. Let me just read this to you real quick. I, requesting party, present this written contract to request permission to blank event on this day and this time. It says more than that, but I will return no later than such and such time. The parties involved are expected to be, they write down the names of the people involved, and transportation will be provided by whoever it may be. My destinations will include, and they write everywhere they plan to go. The terms of this agreement are subject to change or altered upon request, but only with permission and awareness to the signing parent or authorizing person. Finally, I attest to agree to be tracked or located based on the family tracking system. Failure to adhere to the terms of this agreement can result in the denial of next contracted request or punishment by alternative, and there's an alternative punishment on here, okay? If you like this idea, find me on Instagram at our Hillside Homestead, send me a message, and I can email this form to you. This works out great. Not, yes, I told you I was going to be here, or I tried to call you and told you I was going to be here. This is signed. There's a consequence. If I track you and you're in Scottsdale and you were supposed to be in Anthem, you're not getting your next one approved. Or we're going to go to the alternative punishment, okay? This works out well in our home. With the littles, you know where they are. You talk to those parents. When they become teenagers, they're going off and you're giving them a little bit of freedom, but they still need to understand their boundaries, and this helps with that. I'm running out of time here, so if you have any further questions, just find me, comment in the comments or find me on Instagram and send me a message. I would love to send you a copy of this slip. We're getting our blog together, so just bear with me. And next video will probably be next week around August 2nd on our first day of school. We'll do a room tour. It's just an easy first day, getting the classroom together and going over what we're learning for the year. And goodbye for now.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.